What's up, Army? How's it going? And welcome back to Factions. So I hope you guys are having an absolutely awesome day. You guys are freaking amazing. Guys, thank you so much for the support lately. I've been reading your comments and I have been noticing some things, like, you know, a lot of you have been finding like the whole faction scene to just what I'm doing to get a little bit boring, and I feel it too. I feel like it's just raiding lately, and I want to get I just want to change it up a bit, and I want to spice it up, do some other stuff, and just do more faction stuff instead of constantly just raiding also. So I don't know how I want to do it, but maybe this could be good because it could actually take the stress out of me from actually finding raids every single day, because I find it quite hard finding raids every single day for you guys because it's really hard. So this episode is going to be the start of something new. So when I moved into my apartment, it was kind of awkward because straight away I had to pre-record for my holiday coming up. And it was only like 3 days I went away for. So I went away for 3 days. I didn't actually leave the country. I went to camping, and I went to go see the Cliffs of Moher, and I got this little video here which you're gonna see right now. So yeah, I was at the Cliffs of Moher. It's an epic place. I would check it out. It's so cool. Like the cliffs are just amazing, but it's very dangerous, so be very careful when you go there. So hopefully going to be changing up the faction scene a bit more, and I've got a lot to get through. So let's get into it. Let's do this. So headhunting got a huge update. It's just became even more unique, to be honest. It's so unique. No other server has what headhunting has right now. Not one bit. Not that I know of any. Not that I've heard of. Maybe a smaller server. I don't know. But no other server has this. So headhunting has changed a lot. There is a new thing you have to grind for. And that is legendary masks. Now that probably makes absolutely no sense to you guys. Like you guys are probably like, what the hell is that? So cauldrons have just became very useful. So there's cauldrons that spawn, and you can also craft your own cauldrons. And what happens is you right click it. Oh, there we go, right click it, and all these heads come up, and you might be like, what is this? So it's head storage. So you might be like, what? You can store your heads in here? No. So what happens is, when you grind, you're gonna grind a certain mob head. So say you're gonna dump, you can either dump this into leveling up, or you can dump this into actually getting a legendary mask. But what is a legendary mask anyway? So you want to dump heads into the cauldron, and then say so ingredients for chicken mask 1 is 320 chicken heads. And what this does is, when you get a mask, it has an enchant on it, and obviously as you go up the levels, the enchants change, you get new abilities and stuff like that. And how it works is that you have to wear that mask for the enchant to work. So like say, okay, right, this is actually a normal chicken head, which is like what I grinded out quickly. Well, actually didn't grind out, just found in my chest, but so like as you can see, like you can stick that on, and it would be like this. Okay, this is just normal chicken heads, but it would be enchanted, and it would be up to prot 3 and stuff like that. And how it would work is, like, this would be your enchant. It won't be on your swords, it won't be on your armor, it's actually on the head, which is so unique, because the custom enchant part isn't unique, but the fact is that you have to wear like a mob head or something like that. It's just super unique. Like, it's so different. It's so cool. I'm so excited for people to actually start getting more heads. I've only seen people with chicken heads lately, so I'm excited to see how this works out. This is gonna be like such a game changer. But that is it for the Psycho update. Things are about to get really unique. I'm so happy with how we went, how the enchants are actually gonna go now, because that's so cool. And honestly, it's not like it's super easy to get it. Like, you know, someone really rich just can't go and say, oh, I'll just buy this. No, they have to grind it. Everyone has to grind. It's amazing. But anyway, let's get into the rest of the episode. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna be starting something new. And I've seen a few other YouTubers doing this, and I think it's really cool, and I think it's actually kind of an awesome way of giving back, and you guys seem to always love this kind of thing. So what I'm going to be calling it is, I'm going to be calling it the Lost Chest. And how it's going to work is, when you guys hit the like goal, I will give out a chords. And I'll give out the X chords, and then when you hit the next like goal, I will give out the Z chords. And then obviously you guys will come rushing to this. But what I'm going to be giving away in it is, I'm going to be giving away like buycraft codes for the store. Or if it's not a buycraft, or if it's not a store thing, it's going to be like it's going to be like epic loot. So how it's going to work is there will be a book and there will be a code written in it. Obviously, I'm not going to open the book right now, but there'll be a code. And that could be absolutely, like, I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you. But how it will work is that if the like goal is higher, it probably means that there's something completely epic in it. Like, completely. And it could be more than one stuff. It could be codes for a rank and a legendary key. Or it could be codes for 10 legendary keys. It could be anything like that. It's going to be completely like that. And I'll be setting it. But today's like goal for the X chords will be 2,000 likes. We're going for a simple 2,000 likes. So guys, if you smash that, that will be the X chords. And then in the next video, I will release the chords. I will put down the X chords right over here. And I will show them to you. And the next day, if we hit the like goal, I will show the Z chords. And then you guys can come rushing here and hopefully get a code. And every so often, I'll be doing normal giveaways here and there for you guys that people can't get to, for people who can't get to the chat. So I hope you guys like that little thing. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers doing that, and I think it's kind of cool. It's a good way of giving back, actually. Alright, so to the next part. Right, this is a bit where I have to explain. And this is going to be a bit weird to you guys. It might be a bit weird. I'm probably not, actually. You might be actually kind of happy for this. I'm not too sure. Our base got raided once again. And you might be like, I never showed this base on the video, but I did in the stream. I was streaming the other day, and my old base, the end base that I had, and I was trying to test out, got raided because I actually showed my chords on stream, which was awesome. But I managed to move all my stuff out and get it to this base. But then I went on holidays and came back, and this base got raided. It got betrayed again. And it just seems to be constant drama in the faction that I can't seem to keep up with, because every single time that I'm on the server and I'm talking to my faction and stuff, they say everything's fine. Like, everything seems fine. They won't tell me what's going on, and it's kind of getting annoying now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be leaving this faction, and I'm actually going to fully have my own faction, like, or not, well, actually, I'm going to be fully in control, and you might be wondering how's that going to work, and weren't you fully in control of this one? Yes, I was, but it was a few people that helped me out here and there with the faction, but this faction, I'm going to be fully controlled with. But, like, I just don't have enough time to run, like, to look after people, to babysit people, because it's just not fair. I can't do it, because you might think, like, I'm on the server a lot and stuff, and I am, but most of the time that I'm off for a large chunk of time actually editing videos for you guys and getting videos out. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do something, and I'm taking charge now. So, guys, I'm going to be making Sedge Army, and how it's going to work this time is it's literally just going to be friends. But you might be wondering, how am I going to fill a faction with just friends? And that's because I have alts, and I will be using alts to have the faction, to keep the faction power high. And then I'm also just going to be having friends that I know who I can trust and we get along with, and we know nothing's going to go on. Because at the end of it, it's not fair. Like, I'm not saying it's not fair that I'm getting raided, but I mean, like, it's not fair on you guys that I'm constantly getting raided, because it makes for the series hard to progress. Like, you can't move on. I don't mind getting raided every 2 weeks or every month or something. That's absolutely fine, but every 4 days, and it seems to be every time I leave or go for a few days or a day, something happens. So it's kind of getting annoying. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a new faction called Sedge Army. It's going to be going back to the Sedge Army roots, and we're going to have a recruitment faction for you guys, so I'm not leaving you fully out, but the main faction will just be friends and stuff who I play with and who I fully trust. And then I'll have a recruitment faction, which I will probably be inviting people, and how it will be happening is I'll be inviting people that I actually meet on the server and actually talk to and play with, and just because I do, like, an odd time, I will start actually playing with you guys on the server somehow. I'll just meet you guys, and that's how I'm going to work it. That's how I'm going to invite people. The main faction is going to be friends, and the recruitment faction is going to be you guys. Also, I think this will be actually even more epic, because I get to choose the enemies, I get to build a base. At the end of the day, if I don't build a base, no one will. So it makes me actually do more work with factions, and it'll probably make more drama, and I'll get more raids and more allies and more enemies. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be much better, and I don't know why I didn't choose this at first, but it's just the best way to go, because I want to move on with you guys. I want to move on, and I want to progress and make these series more, and make this series more epic. Okay, guys, so Sedge Army is created. Now, there was a faction that had the name Sedge Army. It was only one person in it, but if that guy ever wants to join, I remember the name, that guy ever wants to join, you are free to join. You can join the faction. I don't see any harm. You can definitely join the recruitment faction anyway if the new faction gets full straight away. We need to get a base up by this week. I'm hoping by Friday, and this is going to be awesome because I will actually have to build a base, like, kind of by myself. It'll be my plan, so I'm gonna actually learn quite a bit here. But first, what we need is a base of operations where we're gonna have to do a lot of ways to actually find stuff to raid, maybe like raiding, maybe PvP, stuff like that, so we can actually start to get materials to actually make a base. Because right now we don't have, like, all I have is literally my PV, my E-chest, and my money, and what I've got on me right now. That's all I have. Okay, so this is where the base of operations is going to be. The first friend that is actually joining the server, or joining the faction, is going to be Raven. The alts have not joined yet, and yes, I use some of these alts to actually find bases, so you might see a random alt online. It could be me, but not all my alts are in it, so I can still hide a little bit. But yeah, some of the alts that are going to be in this faction will actually be the ones I use to find raids, but it's all good. But hello, Raven, how's it going?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey. So yeah, I think Raven totally agrees with the situation that's going on right now. And like Raven is a good friend. We talk a lot. We've got on quite well, and he's a good friend, and we get on well. But anyway, let's get into more factions. This episode has been a lot, and I mean a lot of talking. So this is going to be our base of operations. Now, don't dig down whatsoever. So we're going to speed build this. I'm thinking that maybe we have like a chest room over here for this is going to be like our chest room, and we'll have on the right hand side dumping stuff, and on the left hand side stuff we need for the new faction base coming up.
Alright, so the actual organized stuff on this side, and then the actual just dumping wherever.
Yeah, exactly. And
okay,
maybe we set up like a little a chicken farm here and there now, because we actually need to go back to chicken farms to actually maybe get some chicken heads, and maybe we can make some money off that as well. Sounds good?
Yep, sounds good.
Let's do this. Alright, so we are done. Now, this base is like swag-alicious. It's so nice, and obviously, as you know, we are in the end. Yes, we're in the end, but this is only a temporary base, so hopefully we're taking a bit of a gamble that it won't get raided. Probably will get raided, but so what if it does? But we're back to factions now. There was a lot of talking today, but we're back to factions. This is the start of something new, and this will be sticking. This will honestly be sticking, because there should be no more betrayals now at all whatsoever, because I have a tight group of friends that I can actually keep under control, and they will actually let me know what their feelings are, and if they're having problems with another player in the faction or with me or anything, but now they will tell me, so that's the good thing. Raven, will you tell me if there's ever anything wrong?
Of course I will.
See, there you go. So this is our little base of operations pretty much. So right hand side is just random loot, left hand side is for the new faction base coming up soon, and the good thing is we probably won't have to build a faction base is like super huge, so we can have them like smaller and have more defenses, which would be kind of cooler as well. And because, you know, it won't be like too many people living in the base, it won't be too cramped, and obviously if they're just friends, I would just like to have a big community chest room for everyone to chillax at and be at and stuff. I think it'd be really cool. So right now, what we've done, this room is going to be swagged out soon as well, but right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to try, by this episode, get 320 get 320 chicken heads, and hopefully get one in the back, just to show you guys, and also just to have a mask, because I really want a mask for some reason. Alright guys, so I'm going to try something. I think this works, because it works when it counts. I wonder if I start to burn this now, will it just constantly keep grinding for me? I'll just keep picking up stuff. So I'm going to try this. If I burn this chicken, he might burn forever. That is pretty cruel, but still, it's easier for me. Let's try this. There we go. Is that working? That's working!
Oh, it works. Oh my god.
I'm on fire, I know that, but okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna stand here if you want to back off for a minute, so make sure I can pick up everything. I think do I collect all the heads even at that kind of distance? Yes, I do. Epic.
That's good. That is
So yeah, I'm just gonna stand here for half an hour and let those build up. So this is gonna be great. Okay, guys. So just found out that actually someone just put chicken heads on the auction house for a kind of a reasonable price. It's not too much, 1,100. Do you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. That one, 1,500, I think is going a bit too far for chicken heads, but 1,100 is grand. But we got actually 2 stacks out of that, but we only have to put 4 stacks in because we actually put a stack in earlier, which I showed. We can just kill all them. Okay, right. So Raven, if you can remove all these spawns for now because we don't want them spawn because we don't want anyone finding our base with the entity tactic. Yes, I do.
Can I borrow? Thank you.
All right, so let's go to warp. Let's go to spawn and dump our heads because we don't actually have a cauldron here, which kind of sucks. But let's go and dump our heads into there, and we should have 320 heads then. We should be able then to get the first level of chicken heads. Now, chicken heads are like the easiest heads to get, but still, it's pretty good. Like having no fall damage or a chance for no fall damage is pretty good. Here we go. Bam. There we go. Bam. Bam. And bam. There we go, all of them in there. So now, yep, exactly 320. We might as well just dump these 7 chicken heads into here because I'll never ever use them anyway, and I won't probably sell them. So there we go. So it's 327 heads. So we can definitely, yes. So we can buy the first mask, the first chicken mask for 320. Here we go. Let's do this, and there we go. Fire protection 1, blast protection 1, projectile protection 1, respiration 1, and chicken head. Chicken 1. Blech. Chicken 1. Now we didn't get protection on it, but I think that there's already, I think it's like protection head, like there's protection already on it. It just doesn't show it. I'm not too sure, but there we go. We got a chicken head. We're a chicken nugget. We are literally a chicken nugget right now. So now what I think this does is, I believe, hang on, let me find out, is chicken 1. Okay, so I've just found out that level 1 to 4, a chance of taking no fall damage. So obviously the higher you go up, the more chance you have. But then if you get to level 5, you will never take fall damage as long as you have this head on. So I guess what we should do, let's go /wild. It's raining. Let's turn off the rain. So I'm just going to use those quartz that I had left over. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack up, I don't know, maybe not, oh god, we don't want to jump down there. Is that a really big hole? Okay, we don't want to jump down there at all. So we're going to do this way. We're not going to go too far in case we kill ourselves though, but we're going to try, see will the chance work. I don't know what kind of chance it is, but I think the chance might be pretty high. Maybe not too high with the level 1 one, but maybe as you get to level 2 and 3 and stuff, it probably is pretty high. But it's a handy thing to have. But here we go. We're going to jump off. Here we go. Bam! I took fall damage. I took fall damage. Oh no. Let's try this again. And I took no fall damage. That is so awesome. I am a chicken nugget now. Chicken nuggets for life. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end the episode here. There was no raid today, but hopefully you like the change. And hopefully you like the changes that are coming also. It's a bit confusing. You'll see how it's going to be. I honestly 100% believe that it's going to be a much better improvement. It's going to be such an improvement with how it was run, because I feel like this is the best way to do it, so that I can actually handle a faction and actually play factions properly, because it's very hard trying to handle a team when they don't actually tell me their feelings and stuff like that. So it's very hard. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you like the new chest system and how to get ranks and epic stuff like that. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.